well, most of the time I hear that they're looking for people that will do well in the classroom, study well, be a great student, but also want to be adventurous and are curious about the world and like have a lot of extracurricular activities as well. So, what are they looking for? What do they want?
That's a great question. I actually wouldn't necessarily agree with all of the things that you mentioned. I think first and
Okay.
foremost, it is a numbers driven process, much more so than undergrad. Undergrad, like your college essay and your extracurriculars in high school and those things and rec letters, those matter a lot for applying to undergrad. And SAT or GPA don't matter as much, although of course they're important too. Things are kind of more evened out there. For law school, it's LSAT, then GPA, then everything else. So it could be like LSAT is 50, GPA is 30, everything else is 20. Or it could be 40, 20, 40 again. Maybe. It varies. But it's numbers first, then everything else. As for the other stuff, that's the soft factors like personal statement, letters of rec, optional essays and such, those matter. They are important, but not nearly as important. As for what you want to indicate there, you want to show that you're mature, that you've fully considered what the investment of law school is, and that you have valid, solid, well thought out reasons for why you want to go to law school. So you don't want to mention To Kill a Mockingbird. You don't want to mention TV shows or movies. Those are all just media portrayals, and they're glamorous and inspiring, but they don't really reflect what lawyers actually do, which is
Exactly.
lots of paperwork, and a small percentage of them actually go into courtroom battles. Most things happen, for criminal, it's usually plea bargaining. For civil, it could be some sort of negotiated agreement anyway. So most things don't go to trial. So trial is not really what people will actually do most of the time, even though it's what you see in the media. And so
Yeah.
showing that you have real world exposure to the law is enormously useful. So if you're a paralegal, that helps. If you've had some interaction with the law in some other way, like you were involved in a lawsuit, you could talk about that. You want to be careful about how personal you get. You don't want to have a sob story or anything like that.
Right.
But there are correct or at least good ways to go about this. And if you don't have any real world exposure to the law, that's okay too. But you want to at least show that you've investigated a little bit. Maybe you've talked to some lawyers would be a good thing to do.